Look at that. This is the first time I'm using my new microphone that I got like last year and was too afraid to even try to set up. But I think you can kind of also tell, I don't know, something seems a bit off with the sound. I've tried to play around with the settings and I don't know that I actually even prefer it to my internal mic on my camera. So I think that means I'm doing something wrong. It can't possibly mean that the internal camera is like the internal microphone is better than this. That definitely means I'm doing something wrong. If you know, please let me know. And also just, let me know what you guys think of the sound quality. I would really appreciate it. Okay, down to it. My name is Kaitlin Moose. Thanks so much for clicking on a video. I wanted to discuss length of video today, and you may have noticed if you watch any of my other videos that I'm a bit calmer today. One, I'm testing out the mic, and I don't think you need to talk as loudly as I do when I'm with my camera normally. But two, I just wanted to try stylistically something a little different. When I started watching YouTube, every big vlogger were these big personality things with all the many jump cuts that you see me doing. I want to be clear from the beginning that that's not fake for me or anything. I mean, I am definitely a high energy person like that, and that is one of the many versions of myself. But the more loud and intense and things that I get, like I go like this, and I can't think or process as well, and so I go to edit the footage and I'm like, what in the world was I trying to say? I can't even get through a full sentence without having to do one of those jump cuts because I'm so scatterbrained and messing up my words and all kinds of, it's a hot mess trying to edit that stuff, you guys. And then I kind of noticed, because like I said, so when I started watching YouTube like 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was like short bursts of high energy, funny content. And that's what I liked, and that's what I thought other people liked. That's what the big vloggers were doing. I mean, think of people like Jenna Marbles. In fact, I was just watching Jenna Marbles reacts to her old video, and she went on about how she was so embarrassed that, they're like these little 2-minute videos and they're practically about nothing, and they took her no time at all to edit and put together. And looking back, now seeing how much she had grown and is not so abrasive with everything she says, I thought that was an interesting takeaway, because I thought that kind of short form was king. It wasn't until, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, it's been very recent where I have seen longer form content on YouTube actually being watched. And I still didn't get it because that wasn't what I was watching. Only in the past few months would I sit down and watch like a 30-minute video, an hour-long video where people are talking. So one question I have for you guys is, what normally do you sit down and watch on YouTube? What length? I think it definitely depends on the platform. So here I'm talking about YouTube, but it definitely depends on the platform. And then also the kind of content that you're putting out. See, I say and stuff, and I pause, and I get so scared of putting this person out there that, you guys would get bored and click away, and I would understand that. So, let me know. But then I see these people, these YouTubers that are making 10, 15-minute long videos where they're just talking, and you can tell by the comments that people have watched the whole thing. And I think it's great, don't get me wrong. I just wasn't really aware. I'm slow to the trend, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not quite convinced it is a trend. So I want to hear from you. Do you watch the longer content, and why? What keeps you interested for that length of time? For me, what I've noticed, I definitely like The choppy videos, it's kind of like what I've come to see as YouTube style, and fun, punchy, blah, 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 doing this. That's what I've always known YouTube to be. Even those big vloggers are calming it down a little bit. And I would also just hate for you to meet me in person and be like, wow, you're not like that all the time. Of course I'm not like that all the time. This is probably more of the person you would meet, but like I said, it's not that it's a fake persona or anything. It's just, I think everyone has different aspects to themselves. There's a different version of me, and hopefully I guess I'm afraid of this seeming less energetic or less entertaining, so then you wouldn't be inclined to sit and watch a 10-minute video of this. And I'm sure that has to do with all kinds of personal insecurities. And I had a whole point like a minute ago I was trying to get to the end of, and this is why I edit myself so much so you guys don't think I'm just a complete airhead with brain farts and lots of ums. Oh, I think I know what it was. I like the I like the jump cut style, but I think maybe it only works for shorter form content, because when I'm editing my videos currently, if they're clocking in at around 8 minutes, and I've been doing that style the whole time, even I think it's exhausting to watch. So maybe more of this relaxed, that's why I've chosen to do this style. Of course, I don't remember if I've even said this or not yet. I'll keep the other style, I'll keep doing what I've been doing, but I also, like I said, I wanted to experiment with different forms of content and see what people liked. So, man, I feel like I say so a lot. Definitely points out your verbal patterns when you go to edit something. But something that I've noticed with this longer form content is it seems to be the person talking like I am now, talking to you, and that actually does a lot of times keep me engaged if I'm interested in what the person has to say. So for you, yes, I would just love to know, I'm very curious, what keeps you watching a video? Does it need to have changing visuals? Does it need to have, music, these kinds of things? And I know people have different tastes, and my elbow just fell off the chair. Everyone pretend like you just didn't see that. And see, I say something like that and my brain just goes, can't process things now. I'm also like leaning hunched forward on this chair. How does that look? See, that looks weird. So do you watch your favorite vloggers just talk on a topic, or what do you come for? I guess what I'm trying to get at. But it's so funny because a lot of these shorter videos, and I put so much time and effort into them, don't even get as many views. So you're sitting there as the creator saying, is this really worth it when, I appreciate the video, don't get me wrong, like creating it for myself is enough. But as far as, it took me hours and hours and hours to edit this, to get all the footage, edit all of it, and it doesn't even have as high of an ROI as, I think it was 2 days ago, I just posted a video from my phone. And it has the most views of any videos I've done recently. and it happened like that. Yeah, let me just skip. So let's go to that story. So 2 days ago was the Clemson-Syracuse game, and it was Military Appreciation Day, and the tiger, our mascot, parachuted into the stadium, followed by another parachuter with the Clemson flag, like a big Clemson flag attached to him, and then another one followed by an American flag. And it was just a really cool spectacle. I whipped out my phone and recorded the whole thing, and it's not the best. It's going like this, like, oh, he landed, now let's go back in the air, and going, he landed. And I just put up, tiger parachutes into Death Valley. The reason I did that was actually because the video I was working on for that day, and since I told myself, I'm posting daily videos and it has to go up, wasn't working. I was having such technical difficulties because I had filmed on my phone and I was messing up something. I still don't know what I did wrong, by the way. And I'll get back to that story. I know, see, editing me is, please bear with me. I will try to hit all my points. But I put that phone video up because previously I did a vlog for the Louisville game, but I couldn't edit it quick enough. So it took me a few days, even after the game. And by then it's not relevant. People aren't searching for that anymore. And it didn't do as well as I thought it was going to. But some that were just camera videos of here's the team entering, running down the hill is a big tradition at Clemson. And from the student section, you could tell. And it was like just a phone video of 1-2 minutes long, them running down the hill. That was it. Had thousands of views. So I was like, I think I'm missing something here. So that's why I went ahead and, I swear, I was freaking out. I was having a mild panic attack at midnight because I couldn't get this other video to work. So I said, okay, I'm going to post the videos of them parachuting in because I think that's interesting and timely. And I think 2 or so other videos of the same thing from different angles, obviously, where people were sitting, have been posted, and they've done really well too. But my point is that video is just like 2-3 minutes of a phone video capturing a moment, and it's not high quality or produced or edited, and it's performing better. So that becomes really interesting from a creator standpoint of if you are more interested in seeing someone's moment-to-moment existence. And I think that might be a popular growing trend because we see that with live streaming, and people watch for much longer on live stream broadcasts than a YouTube video, which I find, it's just fascinating because a lot of live streamers, as far as quality of content with like visual, engaging, when you go to a movie and you experience the theater and the changing, the dialogue, I mean, there are a lot of aspects that go into making a film, and the very high quality content on YouTube, I think, it's nicely produced. The fact that someone just on their phone with no other professional equipment can outperform someone who has spent hours and dollars on one video, I find it really interesting, and I'm curious how you as a viewer feel. That's why I'm saying, what kind of content do you watch and what length? I mean, I know everyone's looking for the magic number, and there is no magic number because people, again, have different tastes. But I just thought, I find that really interesting. Especially because my own individual tastes are changing. And if it's something that I'm actually interested in learning about, I'll sit there and watch an 1.5 hour long thing, if I have the time. That's another thing, is I always just kind of figured, I don't know, not like YouTube would totally be like scrolling through Facebook, because videos still take time. But I think that's, again, interesting with the different platforms. On YouTube, I think you'd watch a longer video than on Facebook, but now is live streaming changing that? Instagram just changed from 15 seconds to 1 minute, not just changed, but recently. And now you have Twitter videos, so those are shorter. Vine just went away. You guys remember when Vine came out and everyone made such a stink because, oh, our attention spans are getting so short, and there's a whole platform where you can only record 6 seconds, and what are you going to do with 6 seconds? And people made these incredibly elaborate Vines, and it became really popular. And now it's gone. It's gone, and we have live streaming that people watch for hours. So what I thought was people's attention spans shrinking actually kind of seems to be the opposite. So yeah, I'm just curious. I would love to hear your comments on it because it's just so different than the direction I thought we were headed. And yeah, it would definitely change how I create content as well. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was a much longer video for me and minimal edits, and hopefully the audio doesn't totally suck. I'm sorry. Let me know what you thought of that. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye! Aren't these end screens the coolest? It's like, you can subscribe here and watch a video that I don't even know what it is because that's just how it's set up. YouTube has changed so much, and I like this end screen thing. Very positive change. Yep, it's cool. It's cool.